Hello and good morning. It's another beautiful Friday in Lagos, and we're still here. We're right here. We had a rough week, but we're finally at the end of it. The last Friday in the month of May. Indeed, we have our eyes on the incoming month already. We hope you plan to be here with us with everything we have planned for you. But you know how it is. Once it's 6 a.m., we have to keep a date with you, and we want you to keep a date with us as well. We don't plan to disappoint you. My name is Titilayo Oyinson. I'm standing by for Yomi and the team, but just before they get here, let me tell you a few things. We're streaming live, tvcontinental.tv, and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments on social media. Use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria. So far, I've received a few comments about this my hair. You know, I'm still feeling myself a little. But just in case you haven't commented yet, just keep that hashtag in your back pocket, Wake Up Nigeria. You can also download our mobile app from any Android or iOS store. Watch us online live from your mobile devices from anywhere in the world. Just in case you are wondering, what on earth do they have in store for us today? We have music as always. The first musical performance for the morning will be coming from JP, aka James Peter, a recording artist, performer, and entertainer. He's behind that single, Kilo Feshi. I hope I got that pronunciation right. On fashion inspiration for the busy woman, we have something special. Victoria Oamen will be joining to talk fashion. She is the CEO of Faultless Sparkles Limited, a ready-to-wear brand that creates comfortable and stylish clothing for women. And for a discussion, we'll be joined by Nigerian actor and musician, model, event host, and so much more, Uti Nwachukwu.
Yes?
A second musical performance today. We have Mercy Obafemi, aka Kida, hardcore rapper, lyricist, and singer. She'll be here soon. We have another guest joining us this morning, hip-hop recording artist, actor, and author, Panshak Zamani, aka Ice Prince. Woo! Okay, feels like it's gonna be a fun Friday.
Okay, so I'm liking this Gucci
Thank
colors.
you. Thank you.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Thank you. Like 2 people have done that to me as I was passing. Gucci gang. What is that Gucci gang thing? Please tell me. Are you serious?
Song,
Yeah.
I had no clue. I feel really old right now. Like 3 people were just passing me and like Gucci gang. I'm like, what?
I feel like I just stumbled out of bed. Like, said, get up. Oh my God.
But it's Friday, and you know what Fridays are about?
Yeah, Friday.
Game day!
Game day. Yeah. I thought it was Saturday.
Really?
Yeah.
You did?
Or you wished it was.
So my wife woke me up 3 times.
Oh.
Is there no show today? I'm coming. Oh my God.
I think I was just listening to somebody. It was a speaker, someone online who was talking about snoozing your alarm. So I have my alarm in 3 phases. So say I want to wake up by 4. I'll go 3:45, 3:55, and then 4.
Okay.
So when the first one goes, oh God, I still get 2 more times. you know. So then by the third one, I have to ensure that by the second one, after I know that if this third one reason I just say, is this the third or the second one? I have to calculate my brain. Yeah. Huh? And I have to maybe put on light or something to ensure that I don't go so deep. But
so you know what I started doing? There's this thing on new Android phones, the new edition ones, where the alarm actually tells you what the time is.
Oh, right.
So
okay.
mine goes, it's 3:51, and I'm like,
mine does that as well. So my husband's alarm rings at 3:30.
oh wow.
Yeah. So mine rings at 3:45. So mine goes, it's 3:45 a.m. Yeah, it's time to wake up. So he's the first person that gets out of bed.
Okay.
So I still have like 15 more minutes.
So you just snooze a little
I'm
more.
not begging you.
And then he comes, baby, it's past 4, you have to get up.
No, but it's interesting how the average person has to really go through a serious routine before actually waking up fully. But hey, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Wake Up Nigeria wakes you up fully.
I saw something. I saw an interview on Sleep yesterday. With, I wasn't interested in it, but when the guy was talking, we'll talk about it some other time.
I'm sure it's, I know
He
that
was
there's a
really,
interview that's trending.
Yeah.
There you go. If you want to be rich, you cannot sleep more than 4 hours.
No, not even that one.
He reports and says,
Yes.
why the need for sleep? Because
The
everybody's
need
going
for
on
sleep,
about, you need to, no, don't sleep, or God.
He said it has to be 8 hours.
Your
That's
body
what
will
he
soon
said.
tell you.
And anyway, so we'll go over details about that later on. I think it's time for the news.
Yep.
And
You're the one taking it.
in my denim jacket, yes, indeed. Now, the Office of the National Security Advisor is taking steps to tackle emerging threats such as kidnapping and banditry. At a forum in Abuja, the National Security Strategy Committee noted with concern that the spate of kidnapping has overtaken armed robbery in the country. Defense correspondent Sifon Essien reports.
It's barely 24 hours after the inauguration of President Buhari, and this think tank is meeting in Abuja to come up with a new national security strategy. The 2019 strategy developed by the Office of the National Security Advisor prescribes how government or non-governmental agencies are to prevent or respond to security threats. It's an update to the 2014 strategy developed by the former National Security Advisor.
The strategy will place emphasis on human security in order to enhance the social well-being of the citizenry.
Since the former strategy was developed, new security challenges in the country have evolved, assuming worrying dimensions. The spate of kidnapping is reported to have overtaken armed robbery. These, among other threats, necessitated the update to the strategy.
A lot of things have happened between 2014 and 2019. I listed them: the degrading of Boko Haram, the increase in pastoralist farmers conflict, the increase in kidnapping. There are so many other issues. So the first thing, because it's not improvement that we should be asking for, what are the things that were not captured into 2014, which have happened within the last 5 years, that are now being looked at in the 2019 document? And I've mentioned some of those things.
But the 2019 strategy would only become applicable when this think tank agreed to it. Sifon Essien, TVC News, Abuja.
Residents of Victory Estate along Idimu Ejigbo Road in Lagos are asking security officials to, as a matter of urgency, safeguard the pipelines in the community to stop vandalism. They said this after community members noticed a pipeline had been vandalized in their estate. Correspondent Sarah Ayeku reports.
This is Victory Estate along Idimu Ejigbo Road in Alimosho, local government area of Lagos State. A quiet estate, now measured by the red and white tape of emergency responders. Residents woke up this morning to discover that a pipeline owned by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation had been damaged by pipeline vandals.
It's about 4:45 this morning. I received a call telling me of this vandalization. When I came out, I had stories that it's been on since about 12:31 a.m. You look at this spot, you discover that that pipe is less than 2 feet to the surface. That is not right. Government will need to do something about that.
It was reported that the perpetrators left their tools and personal belongings when they heard that security agents have been alerted. According to community members, the shallow depth of the pipeline encourages vandals.
Much as the community is ready to cooperate with the government, I think the government should create something like a police post where there will be a joint supervision by both the police, the civil defense, as well as Lagos in neighborhood. If their presence is felt, even if these people can overpower our, local security, I know they can overpower those people at the same time. We don't have the communication gadgets to invite the neighborhoods, because these people, when they come to operate, it's like when armed robbers come to meet you.
Business activities around the area were at a standstill. Mary Francis is a food vendor. She says she was advised to lock up her shop to prevent an explosion, since officials were not able to repair the pipeline on time.
àwọn jẹ́ ń dáná ibi tí mo wà látàárọ̀ yìí ibi báyìí là ń jẹun èní à jẹun à ń wo ojú Ọlọ́run lọ́wọ́ àṣàánú wa.
Security officials say there could be a voluntary or passive collaboration between the community and vandals. Investigation is ongoing to ascertain if the criminals are members of the community. Sarah Ayeku, TVC News, Lagos.
Up-and-coming artist Aziz Fashola, popularly called Naira Marley, has been granted bail in a cybercrime trial ongoing at the Federal High Court in Lagos. Justice Nicholas Owebo granted the accused bail in the sum of 2 million naira, and he is to provide 2 sureties in like sum, one of whom must be a federal or civil servant from the level of grade 10. While the other must have landed property. Security operatives had to be reinforced to control the huge crowd that greeted the musician on his arrival in court. He had been remanded in prison custody since last week ahead of his bail hearing. Naira Marley has already pleaded not guilty to allegedly using other people's credit cards to obtain fraudulent financial gains between November 2018 and the 10th of May this year. The EFCC had opposed the bail application, saying he was a flight risk. He will be back at court from 22nd to 24th of October.
The conditions are very liberal. We thank God He has given him a very liberal condition, and we hope soon we'll be able to meet the conditions and we'll all go home.
Well, assessment of terms of condition is basically at the discretion of my Lord, and I want to say that since my Lord had looked at the fact of the case, and my Lord is of the view that those conditions will secure attendance, I don't think we have any fear. I just hope that those conditions will secure attendance. Our interest is that this trial should not be delayed, and my Lord had acceded to our request by granting us 3 days upon resumption.
Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Up next is sports after this break. Yes, indeed. So looks like all the governors are hitting the ground running.
Yes, they
New
are.
Governors, yep.
The Punch has the headline, APC State Chairman defer over call for Oshomole's resignation. It also shows here Governor Sanwo-Olu at the Apapa port yesterday. He visited to get an update on the traffic, environmental situation, and the relocation of trailers in Lagos. So he is hitting the ground running, 2 days in office. There's a big crowd there to meet him as well. Sanwo-Olu orders road repairs, directs LASMA to work till 11 p.m. Interesting. 5 feared dead as IPOB attacks Catholic priest, others in Anambra. Hoodlums in army uniform vandalized fuel pipeline in Lagos. Nigerians became poorer in Buhari's first term, says The Economist. It also says here some NGOs providing humanitarian support for Boko Haram, says Army. Sacked Oyo local government bosses vowed to defy Makinde. Adeleke qualified to contest Osun governorship election, says Appeal Court. And finally, Ambode's government was punished for lack of inclusiveness, says ex-SSG. That's what we have on the cover of The Punch.
All right, let's check out the Daily Sun. 24 hours after inauguration, new governors in stormy start. And we have a bunch of riders here. Sanwo-Olu signs executive order on refuse traffic management in Lagos. Ihedioha stops all financial transactions amid controversy over demolition of Akachi Monument in Imo. Yobe governor takes another wife after oath. Wow. A new first lady, new governor, you know. And then ripples over the local government boss's sack. Algon kicks in Oyo. Sit at home, total partial compliance in southeast cities, schools, markets, banks shut. Adeleke qualified to contest Osun Gubo poll, appeal court says. And 9th Senate, Mark Ekweremadu lead Lawan Ndume lobby teams. Urobo Group endorses Kalu for Deputy Senate President. More troubles for Oshomole. APC chieftains insist he must go. And we have a couple of smiles there with Oshomole and head of state, former head of state Yakubu Gowon, and the vice president Oshibajo at a fancy dinner yesterday in Abuja. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
We have the Nation newspaper up next. It says, Sage, APC should return to court on Zamfara and Rivers. SAN advises party to seek Supreme Court's review of verdicts. And there's an interesting quote there before the story begins. It says here, 11 trillion naira subsidy claims paid in 6 years. House knocks Buhari's order on gun licenses. IPOB sit-at-home witnesses partial compliance in Southeast. Appointments as governors resume. VP says we'll defend trust reposed in us. On terrorism, it says Army warns saboteurs. A woman commits suicide in Lagos. And finally, police arrest 6 NURTW men in Oyo. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
All right, looks like that's all that we can take for now on the newspaper headlines. We're going to take a break and be back with traffic reports in Lagos.
Good morning. It's that time on Wake Up Nigeria where we update you on the traffic situation around Lagos. And of course, I've got my gang in the kitchen and they'll be helping me out this morning, giving us updates as well. Yes, so first of all, I'm going to start from Yomi. Yomi, any updates from you this morning?
Okay, so I'm just going to start from Ojodu Bega. If you live in Ojodu Bega and you're heading to the island, Bega is free, totally free, this Friday morning. And it's free all the way to, all the way to Ikosi. Ojota is free. That's Ojota on the bridge. And then as you approach Ogudu, it slows down a little bit, just a little bit, but it's not bad at all. And all the way to Yanaworo is light, right? And then on 3rd Mainland Bridge is also a bit light to around Unilag where it gets very busy. So from Unilag all the way to the island is red. So that's really, really busy at this time. But from Bega all the way to Unilag on 3rd Mainland Bridge will probably take you 35 to 40 minutes, which is really good. And after that, it gets very busy when you're going to the island. So that's from me here.
Okay, so I have some tweets here from at Traffic Chief. It says here, as at 6:16, a fallen truck at Antoni is causing heavy traffic heading towards Iyanoworo. It also says here that Stadium to Costain, not good to go. Heavy traffic from Alaka all the way to Costain. A container truck fell off the Apapa Ijora Bridge, apparently. This is according to at Olivia Tweety. And that was at 6:27, which is just a few minutes ago. It also says here, Ilezik inward Ajayi Farm on route Ikeja along at the moment is a little slow, but National inward PWD on route Bolade Oshodi has officers on ground as at right now, but it's still a little bit tight. A final tweet from me. Okay. I think it was, yes, Iyano Ikpaja inward, or rather Ikpaja inward Iyano Ikpaja is good to go. All right.
Okay, so
Mike, any update from you?
This is at NG Car Parts 2 minutes ago. Moving traffic currently at mile 12 inward Ojota.
Okay.
And then something else here. This is on the island. Slight moving traffic at Falomo roundabout. That was just about a minute ago. Those are just about tweets.
Yeah, I've got.
You can get at NG car parts.
Yeah, I've got a few updates here. Giddy traffic at Giddy traffic. Fallen truck that you talked about at Antoni is causing heavy traffic heading towards Iyanoworo. So there's a fallen truck at Iyanoworo. And then also Stadium to Costain, not good to go. Heavy traffic. That's also at Giddy traffic. Heavy traffic from Alaka to Costain. So it's really heavy in that area as well.
People sending pictures of traffic by
Yeah, I was going to say that please, if you're watching right now online or, at home, please, let us know what the traffic situation is wherever you are. It's important. Take a picture, take a traffic selfie. It'll be nice to hear from you. Would really like to know, update everyone on traffic situation around Lagos. So I don't know if anyone has any traffic update from the Ajah axis, where I'm still trying to figure out.
Not Ajah, but I've got another tweet here, which I think is important.
Okay.
A container just fell off at the Apapa Ijora Bridge.
Oh.
So Apapa Ijora Bridge, there's a container, and there's a photograph there as well. Well, not just a container, it's a truck that's toppled over on the bridge.
Fell off the bridge.
So that's probably what's causing traffic on that Alaka
area
axis. I think it's the container.
So we should expect traffic all the way the Corridor Road this morning.
We also heard earlier that there was some heavy traffic along the Bagada Expressway. It might be because of the fallen truck around Antoni.
Maybe people are trying to navigate away from,
So it seems like people need to actually confirm their route before getting out onto the road.
So if you are, and for some reason, the Third Mainland Bridge axis, that's the Ogudu axis, is very free. So if you can make your way through that axis instead of Ikorodu Road, that might work for you today.
All right, that's why we are here for you guys. So if you're watching us right now, at least you know what the traffic situation around the Apapa Ijora axis is like, which of course is affecting traffic on the Ikorodu Road. So if there are alternative routes you can take to get you to where you're going to this morning, then it would be advisable to apply those routes. So any other updates, guys?
No, not really, not right now.
Just
we're actually waiting for you to get to the kitchen now.
Okay,
All right, so I'll be joining you guys right now. So what are we talking about this morning?
I actually wanted to mention that. So there are two major things. There's something that was trending online. Timi Dakolo, the performing artist, called out. Was ranting. I'm not going to say he called out. He was ranting about a particular, pastor who apparently had something to do with one of his congregation members. Now, what I wanted to talk about was the fact that there were a lot of people that turned it into a kind of like a religious thing on Twitter, and they turned it into an opportunity to actually call out an artist for his own actions as well. I'm not sure if you saw any of those tweets.
Well, the truth is, in that kind of situation, bringing religion into it is unavoidable, actually. Yeah,
true.
So yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, and he's a popular pastor, and well, I don't know if.
So confirming the allegations, it's not really possible to confirm anything unless the person in question comes to speak herself. So in my opinion, we should be standing by for her or the person who was allegedly involved in this situation to come out and speak.
Okay, when you say standing by, I thought you meant like, well, until we hear from this person,
exactly.
then we can say anything about it.
Hopefully she will, because there's been so much talk about what happened.
She may not. You never know. She may not. She might decide just to not say anything about it.
Yeah, talking about allegations, so just the first day, I love Lagos State Governor signed 2 executive orders. That's Lagos State. Imo State. Emeki Yedeoha. Okay, so this is not the state government, but the first day he entered, they just started taking down statues.
He's not the one taking down the statues.
I didn't say him. I see. So this is the issue.
Former governor.
No, it's not former governor. The former governor is
the one
that built it now. It's called Akachi, hand of God, in a way, right? So it's a statue supposed to get the people closer to God, right?
Okay,
so
which particular statue are you talking about? Are you talking about the
hand of God now?
Okay.
Yes, hand.
Yeah,
the
hand.
Because remember, you know that there are other statues.
No, those ones are there.
Of Zuma.
Even now.
No, they just started, so they're going to get there.
No, okay, so this is the thing. People are throwing down. So this is the first day. Like the first day. You just sound to me. That means that they've been planning.
It seems vindictive, actually.
So the Okorocha has released a statement saying that, look, that the agents of PDP are the ones that are going. And then Emeka Ihedo, our new governor, is saying that, look, I don't know anything about this. And some people are saying that the owners of the land, where the government took the land from the owners right, forcefully. Okay. So they are the ones. And I'm wondering, can they just go and Caterpillar just, I know, this is a big start, big monument, right? So
and it doesn't even look like they're doing it right.
Yeah? Exactly.
It doesn't look like they're doing it right because they're doing it from beneath. So what's eventually going to happen?
Exactly. So you can see the trailer chipping out. I'm on the Oga. This will fall on this your Caterpillar if you don't know how to. So but it's quite interesting, eh?
Yeah.
And I'm like, the first day.
It's very strange. Speaking of executive orders and everything, some people are kicking against the fact that the president has banned the ownership of any kind of guns. So people are saying that, how about for self-defense, people that have double barrels? But it's now banned. So
entirely,
you can't own a gun. If they catch you with a gun now, whether in your car or in your house.
This thing, there's a wahala.
Yeah. But people are saying that, they should rescind the order, that it's not fair on people who want to defend themselves or who live in areas that are a bit one kind.
There's something actually that came to mind yesterday, because in the next 100 days or in the next 99 days, there's going to be so many expectations from the new governors.
Yeah.
So I was like, why is there so much emphasis on the first 100 days? These people have 4 years. So why so much emphasis on
the first 100 days?
It's important. You want to see what
exactly.
I love someone. First day, 2 or 3 years. I just saw the picture. Baba, you don't even know your office doors.
No, but you can tell that he has a plan.
Yeah,
he has a plan, which he can't wait to put into effect. He needs to start to work, because the truth of the matter is everyone is expecting. Everyone's eyes are like this. They're like, we are all like hawks waiting. So I know he's going to do well.
The complaint has been that from election to inauguration, the time is quite long. You understand? And so it's enough for an incoming governor or president to put his cabinet in set and all of that, have things. So big shout out to the government of Lagos.
Yeah, yesterday I was telling my husband, I'm sorry, I was telling my husband, I was talking about the new governor of Ogun State, Mr. Seyi Makinde. Yeah, and then I was talking about, okay, sorry, not Seyi Makinde is Oyo State.
Yeah, that's Oyo.
Yes, and then the new, okay, I can't really remember his name right now.
Mama, you want to enter the governance?
No,
you are calling Oyo's name.
He's actually good looking. So I was saying that Ogun State actually have good eyes for good looking governors.
Yeah, I don't need to go to Ogun State. Any assignment,
okay,
Ogun State for MM.
Sorry, not to kill the buzz. Now, we heard on the news about an oil pipeline that was damaged, vandalized 2 nights ago in Victory Estate in Idimu. Now, there's an estate right beside it, and I have family members there who talked about the fact that the oil, the fuel, was flowing all the way across into other communities.
That. It's very bad,
And overnight,
it's a pipeline.
The families couldn't sleep. They were told not to cook overnight. There are 2 boarding schools in that area. All the children had to be evacuated.
Yes.
Well, thank God.
Good one. Don't try cooking. Don't try yourself.
Sarah was there. Sarah did a report for them. So it's quite bad.
Moving on, man.
But the issue now is, apparently it's been happening for a long time. There are some places where there are illegal structures actually built on top of the pipeline. And from inside some people's compounds, they had been doing it in years past. So it just felt like they were caught when the governor.
That's the video.
When the governor was newly,
Yeah, that's the video.
That's the report.
Yeah, exactly. So it felt like they had been getting away with it time and time again, and they tried the one last time. They came with 3 trucks apparently, and filled 2 trucks. Left with 2 trucks before the.
Can you imagine?
It's funny because there are also communities in Bayelsa and Rivers State that are currently going through, you know, this situation.
Yeah.
And even some of their
It's old school, like they've been going to it
for years,
decades,
right?
years.
And even their rivers, you know, have been, you know, contaminated. They cannot fish. Yeah. They cannot, because they rely on, you know, on fishing. They cannot fish. They cannot, you know, before they can.
Everything is polluted.
Have
wells
drinking,
are polluted.
Good drinking water. They have to go all the way.
Boreholes will be affected.
The thing now is that for those that build structures, it wasn't the government. It wasn't the government that built structures on pipelines. That's not the government. That is us. That is someone being greedy. That's someone trying to be a sharp man. Why would you do that?
Yeah, but there's a process, Mike. There's a process.
What process?
No. There is a process which, of course, the state government would. So the state
There
is no, Mike. There actually is, which of course you have to get. You have to get a certain certification from the state government before you are allowed to build anything on any property.
That's where the Omonile issue comes in.
You're supposed to.
So when it comes to the true owners of the land, they believe that it is their land and they build and build, and then they demolish and they go back and build again.
About the Omonile itself, normal people, how many people really go for government approval? That's why you see demolishing. How many people go for it?
That's very
We
true.
know people don't do it. We know people don't do it.
They should.
The government had to start. I mean, look at the issues of license. I know people that have been driving for 10, 20 years and they don't have a driving license. Extremely good drivers. So how many people go for this thing?
FRC has a lot of work to do.
There is a lot for us to talk about. Hopefully we've got you talking to. Use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria and tell us what you're thinking. We will be back after this break.
You know, Wake Up Nigeria is all about great music, right? And on Fridays, we like to party. Now, from the streets of Ladylike Bariga, we have brought you Mercy Obafemi, a.k.a. Kida. Now, she is a hardcore rapper. I love it. When you have a female hardcore rapper, it just makes things different. Now, she's also a lyricist and a singer who dropped Malosun months ago and featured Chinkoyekun to an instant hit. Now, she has an EP to her name titled The Next Big Thing. Are you the next big thing?
Of course, yes.
So now, how does a young girl go into hardcore rap? Like, where does she start from? Someone like you just decided that this is what I'm going to do. I love it, and I'm going to keep at it.
It wasn't like I just decided. It was a discovering of talent, which I needed to work towards. So for a young girl trying to do the hardcore thing, you need to listen to those, the top ones there, so you can know the kind of way to bring in, the kind of concept to bring in, something different. So you just have to do something different from what every other person has been doing.
But, so you're hardcore, right? And so you're talking about the people that you're talking about listening to those who are at the top. So who do you listen to for inspiration?
Well, I listen to the likes of Olamide Vector.
Olamide Vector. Okay, not bad, not bad. Any international acts that you like?
I think Lil Wayne,
Lil Wayne, okay. Yeah. So the EP that you dropped, you must have put in a lot of work. How many tracks do you have on it?
It consists of 9 songs.
9 songs.
Yeah.
That's already almost an album. If you add like 2 or 3 songs, that's an album already. But you must have put in a lot of work. Which producers did you work with?
I worked with Tunski. I worked with Chekwas. I worked with Clinton, to mention but a few.
Yeah. Now with Chikoeku, how did that go? What was it like?
Man, it was just the vibe, man. We're in the studio together. Then I'm like, okay, let's do something.
Yeah.
Then the producer actually make the beats. Then I'm like, no, I love this beat. And I think the best person on this song will be Chinkoyekun. And it was a hit.
Wow, was it? All right, so you're going to be doing something for us special today. Tell us about it.
Well, Taluja is a rebuttal for men who are trying to win a lady's heart with money. It's a feel-good song.
Feel-good song.
Vibes.
So this is to all the men out there trying to use funds or cash to win somebody's heart. And you're going to be doing it right now. Yeah. Let's do it. Well, good morning. Another hour is, well, the first hour is down.
Yeah.
We still got 2 hours to go on this Feel Good Friday show on Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, it's been a whole hour of dishing out some really great stuff so far. And we've had great conversations as well.
Yeah.
Make sure, if you just tuned in, just know it's going to get better from here.
Yes, indeed. And of course, we have another 1 hour, 45 minutes to go on the show. We'll try to make it worthwhile. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinson. Remember, we're live streaming on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments across all our social media platforms with the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Now, we also have a mobile app for download at both Android and the iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. You should really check it out.
And as always, something is going to be cooking in the kitchen. Chef Eno is in the kitchen today.
Chef Eno,
Yes.
making a debut. You know what that means, of course.
Yeah.
MM.
Yes.
She's gonna make it happen for
Wow,
us.
why are you calling out my name?
gonna
Am I
make
the
it happen.
chef?
MM and her sister Eno.
Yes, hi, good morning. So good to have you. Yeah, she's making her debut on the show. So you'd expect that this food would be specially delicious.
Can you see that smile?
But really, you know what they say about Calabar girls knowing how to cook very well. We actually really do.
Wow, wow. Wow, you just had to bring the Calabar
They do know how to cook.
You did?
Yeah, we do.
And she got a bright smile on her face, meaning she's going to be very, very generous.
Yeah.
Yes, it did.
They look like twins, yeah? Same
Yeah.
height. I know.
So looking forward to what we've got in
Yeah,
store.
looking forward to what, you know.
What we've got in store on the show today.
And on fashion.
Yes, indeed. The CEO of Spotless Sparkles, Victoria Omen, will be joining us for ideas for the busy woman.
It's actually faultless sparkles.
Faultless.
Faultless sparkles.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Spotless.
And we have a guest today. We have Nigerian actor, musician, model, and TV host Uti Nwachukwu. He's also an all-star winner. He won the all-star edition of Big Brother Africa in 2010, and he's done so many other great things since.
Yeah.
We also have music coming in.
Music, more music, hardcore rapper, lyricist, and singer. Kida. Now, you heard her performance earlier on. She's going to be back for another one.
Then we have a second celebrity guest coming in, Panshak Zamani. You may know him best as Ice Prince.
Yeah. You know, when you were introducing Uti earlier and you said actor, presenter, model, MC.
Musician. I heard musician.
Look.
Which musician now? Why you add musician?
You know that when you live in Nigeria, you know,
Also,
any which way, you know, so let the money come in, you know, in dollars, pounds, like
No,
wherever.
but you know that you discover other talents while you are, you know, in
doing one thing, yeah.
Exactly. So that happens.
While I'm talking
actually.
about any which way, so an uncle, that's like an uncle, was kidnapped on Monday night into Tuesday morning.
Your uncle?
Yeah. And,
Wow, okay.
Are you serious?
So a ransom was just paid and he was just released last night. And you know what got to my mind was that there's a lot we need to do. It was mixed feelings for me because there's a lot we need to do as a country to provide jobs for people. Now, earlier on, the story you're going to take, the first story was that kidnappings have increased. They increase much more than even armed robbery.
Yeah.
So people are being extremely desperate. Looking, so when you mentioned about it, it just came to mind. People are desperate, looking for different measures. And it's sad to say, but our security forces are not well equipped to handle situations like this.
I think
really
it's very serious for me. There's a lot to be done, security and otherwise, but I feel that once we can put in things that youths, where people can get employed, you'd be surprised that people that do these things are well educated.
It's one of the big things that everybody's expecting from all the new governments, whether it's state government or the federal level as well. Expecting that you focus a lot on the youths, small businesses, making sure that people are busy doing something. That's apart from security. I mean, security is big, it's important.
But there are things that you can do.
Yeah, but people will still be greedy. That's
Yes, you
People
have countries that
greedy.
have crime rates of, I mean, when you go to Scandinavia, you have people that have crime rates that are lower than 0.5%. And then you look at people closing down prisons. Reasons because opportunity is so abound.
Well,
It's been preemptive. You understand? Yes, we'll work on security. But the other ways, when people have things that they can do, these things will not come up so much.
Yeah,
very
true.
So it's something that, moving on from now,
so
I'll probably advocate much more for stuff like this. And SMEs are complaining. The government doesn't even give SMEs enough support.
Exactly.
When an SME, I mean, people can only make money when individuals, when you have, it's not just, you don't have to work in the civil service.
Yeah.
When
Exactly.
SMEs are growing and are big,
Then they're providing employment for others as well.
Well, we're glad to hear that your uncle
can get employed and all of that.
Glad
Thank
to
God
hear
for
that
your
he's
uncle,
home
though.
safe.
Yeah.
Happy safe.
And we pray against any such things happening
Incidents
against
again,
anyone
yeah.
we know.
It's always forever a delight to have Tony join us for our fitness routine. Thank you very much, Tony. Right here in the kitchen with me, making her debut on the show, of course, is Chef Eno. Hi.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
All right, guys, and this morning we are making something very interesting. Yes, so for the first time on the show, Eno Owe is, she's actually, we are making asun. Right.
Yes.
And jollof spaghetti. And I am so excited about this morning's recipe. So let's talk about the ingredients we're working with.
Okay. So this is my pepper, this is the tomato sauce, the oil, the cubes, the thyme, the bell peppers and carrots, the spring onions, green peas, yellow corn, and the spaghetti.
Of course.
So we have a meat.
Yeah, so
ready,
can we open it so that people can take a glimpse of what we're...
Yeah.
Ooh, that looks good.
Thank
so what
you.
kind of meat is that?
This is goat's meat.
Goat's meat.
Yes.
And you seasoned it with?
Pepper, onions, and Maggi salt.
And seasoning?
Yes,
salt.
seasoning, yeah.
All right. So we're just going to wait for that to cook here.
Yeah.
I see that they're finely chopped in little pieces.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So let's talk about the process. While we're waiting for our son to get ready, what's next?
I need to boil the spaghetti and then fry it, mix it with the pepper and the vegetables.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So it's a very easy recipe, by the way, just in case you do not know. And, talking about asun is something that I've never actually had to try on my own because I run away from goat's meat.
Ooh, why?
Yes, I do. I run away from cooking goat's meat, and that's because I feel it takes so long to cook goat's meat. So it is one, protein that I run away from.
But it's still really easy to cook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So take us through the process of, cooking your asun or making your asun.
Okay. So first of all, you steam the meat.
Yeah.
So when you're done steaming the meat, you fry your tomato, your fresh tomato, and then you add your pepper, you add your seasoning, and then you add your oil. With
your vegetable oil?
Your vegetable oil first.
Okay.
Before you fry any other thing, and then when the meat is already soft, you just fry it together. Make sure there's
tomato paste.
Tomato paste.
Okay.
And the rest of them. Make sure that there's enough pepper, because that's actually.
Ah, yeah. That's
actually
one
of the
reasons. That's why we have a lot of
pepper.
here.
Yes.
Spicy morning we have here. We're going to have on the show this morning. Pretty excited about the asun, by the way. Let's just hope, all of the pieces are not finished.
It would be okay. It would be nice.
All right. So let's talk about the vegetables that we're working with this morning, guys. Let's bear in mind that vegetables are very... So
healthy.
Are we going to, fry the vegetables first, or they're going to be the last ingredients to go into
After
what we're
putting
making?
the tomato paste, we'll put the vegetables next, then we'll mix it with the already boiled spaghetti.
So basically the spaghettis, the pasta should be very soft. Soft already.
Yes.
So there's not much cooking to be done.
No, not at all.
Okay, great. So yes, vegetables are very high in protein, very, very, very high in antioxidants, guys. Let's not forget that. And also when cooking with them, make sure you don't allow them to, cook for too long, because you don't want to lose out on all the vitamins in your vegetables. I mean, that's the idea, basically, right?
Yeah, right.
Great. All right, just in case you're just joining us this morning, with me is Chef Eno Owe, who's making her debut on the show. And we are making spaghetti and asun. Jollof spaghetti, by the way, with asun. Because we've had a lot of stir-fry spaghetti on the show. All right, next is our second performance for today. And his name is Bad Boy JP. Guys, I can't wait for you to listen to this one. Hello, Bad Boy JP.
It's unlimited Benjamin Records, baby.
Let's head over. We have some fashion. Titi has something for us. Hello, Titi.
Yes, I do. And as you can see, I got changed especially for this segment. Now, we love all things that make life beautiful on Wake Up of Nigeria. One of them is fashion and style. We have Victoria Oamen here, the CEO of Faultless Sparkles.
Hi.
Now, she's going to be working with us this morning, giving us some inspiration for the ever-busy woman. Yes, indeed. And we have some models coming in. But before they step in, I am wearing a piece here. Let's talk a bit about this piece I'm wearing right now.
Okay, hi Titi.
Hi.
So this is the Derringer dress.
Okay.
It's made with two different types of fabric.
Okay.
One is plain, one is patterned. This is the crepe, this is silk.
Okay.
And so we made this for a woman who is busy. You know, you don't have time to transition, you're going to school, you have a PTA meeting, but then you want to see a movie later, and then you have things in between. Yeah, so this works. This is a little bit elaborate. So yeah, it just helps to, the length works so that you can get off with flat shoes and not feel out of place. And then you're just comfortable the whole day.
I feel very, very comfortable in
Yeah,
this.
and
It
then
has
we have
pockets.
Yeah.
I love dresses with pockets. But let's take the chance to see some other pieces you have. Can we have our first model, please?
Yes, please.
All right, who do we have here?
Da, da, da,
All right.
da, da.
Okay, let's talk about this dress. What
So
fabric
this is the Fifi dress. It's made of silk.
Okay.
And silk is made of very fine fabric, and then it's airy, it's breathable. Of course, it has pockets. You can turn around. This is a little bit shorter for days when you don't really want to wear anything very long, and then you want to be a little bit smarter. You can either wear them with heels or with sneakers, whatever works your boat.
I like the sleeve. What was the inspiration behind this?
So this is just for women who want to hide their arms, but then you don't want something too clingy.
Okay.
So it's made with a little bit of room to just help you feel just comfortable. The idea behind the pieces is just utmost comfort. This has buttons to allow for women who want to quickly breastfeed or just,
Yeah, okay,
look it either
beautiful.
way.
All right, where's our next model? Thank you so much. All right, who do we have here? Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, this is drama.
Drama.
A little bit of drama. So this is the frou-frou dress. It has 3 steps of sleeve. This is chiffon, which is a little bit sheer, just to bring out a little bit femininity to it. It also has pockets with it. And then this can be worn to church. This can be worn to, you know, a baby naming ceremony or dedication, whatever just, you know, tickles you. And some people can wear it on a daily basis just because you want a little bit of drama.
Okay,
So it's
but
made.
this one has a camisole under, does it?
Yes, it does, because the fabric is a bit sheer.
Okay.
So we have some people who want to wear like tights underneath and a tank top, and then you just, that's just still fine. But then we would recommend it with a long underwear with it.
Okay, beautiful.
Yes, thank you.
I love chiffon. It has this flowy feel.
Yes. it
Model
gives-
number 3, please come in.
Yeah, it does.
It has this very airy feel.
Yes, it does. So this is different. This is a top.
Okay.
It's called the butterfly top.
Okay.
So this is for a woman who you want to just wear jeans, you want to wear sneakers, you want to wear tights, but then you just don't want to wear it the regular way. So, but this is made to be a little bit longer at the back.
Okay.
Just so that you're sure that everything is tucked in properly in between, and then you're not having any surprises.
Okay.
With anything peeping out that you don't want to peep out yet. But this is made to be a little bit shorter in front, just to enhance, you know, make you look a little bit more chic.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
I love what
It
she's
is
done with the
flowy.
camisole on the inside and the jeans as well and sneakers. The colors are also very beautiful. Where's our next model? Okay. What do we have here? Ooh, this one is a short sleeve.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a bit of a short sleeve. It has some frills on it as well.
Okay.
And every dress has a pocket. For a working mom who, you know, you have a baby bag, you don't want to have to carry your own handbag, so you have a pocket for your phones and your car keys.
All right.
Possibly, yes. So, and also for Ramadan, this is also a good season for this kind of dresses where you're just wrapped up and then you just look nice in a flowy dress. Either
But
ways.
okay, so like the long sleeve version of this, basically. We have, what sort of fabric is this?
This is chiffon, but it has a
Chiffon?
bit of glitter on it.
Okay.
So
Did you
it's a
put the
bit-
glitter yourself or
No,
it came like that?
Yeah, the fabric came with it.
All right, can you turn,
Yes.
please? Thank
Yes,
you. I
so-
noticed a similarity with your necklines.
Yeah, so the neckline is made like this so that you can wear it over your head. It doesn't, if you notice, the dresses don't have zips or buttons.
Okay.
Because they're supposed to just be something you throw on. Just
Okay.
put your hands through, throw it right on, and then keep it moving.
All
So you're
right.
not having any wardrobe malfunctions or my zip broke or nobody to zip it out for me. So
All
this
right.
is just an easy, breezy, comfortable look.
Beautiful. Thank you
you
so much.
Thank
and
you.
with that, I have to say I love what you're wearing as well.
Thank
It's
you.
very
This is
beautiful.
made of lace. This is a little bit, teeny little bit more elaborate if you want to go that way.
But Victoria, we have to wrap this up. Thank you for the style inspiration
Thank
today.
you.
Once again, the CEO of Faultless Sparkles here. And well, hey, we have so much more in store on Wake Up Nigeria. It's time for us to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere too far.
Welcome back. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. And of course, with me in the kitchen is Chef Eno. She's making her debut. And we are paying no attention to Mike because I do not know for the life of me why he's here. Yes. And this morning, Chef Eno is making jollof spaghetti with asun. And let's go through the ingredients once again.
Okay, so I'm frying the shrimps already.
Yeah.
So we have a goat meat ready. And then we have the tomato paste, the oil, the bell peppers, the onions, the sweet corn, green peas, spaghetti, and pepper.
Chef, you have shrimps also?
Cubes, yeah.
With the asun?
Yes.
All
With the
in one?
spaghetti, yeah.
This is serious.
Can someone please ask Mike why he's here? Why are you here?
Can I answer now?
No.
Why you asking me a question? I can't answer.
All right, so our goat's meat is ready. And tell us what, how you.
Okay, to season your goat meat, you put Maggi, you put cubes,
Yes,
you put
seasoning
onions,
cubes, yeah.
you put pepper, salt, and that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then right now we are
Frying the shrimps.
Okay.
It's almost ready.
Okay, we're making sure that our shrimps are ready.
Ready
because
first.
we have to start to work on our jollof spaghetti,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And in a bit, our spaghetti will be boiled until it's soft.
Yes.
Yep. So that when our stir fry is ready, we'll toss our spaghetti
them,
in.
yes.
So,
Fantastic. You can just give it a good
I
mix.
know there are different, double E. I know there are different styles
Yeah,
for...
right?
That's what's up.
Your head is there.
Too much. I know there are different styles for arranging asun. I know there's barbecue, there's different... Which style are you using?
This is the
Because-
boiled method.
Okay, boiled method. Nice one. Your head is there because,
Okay, so for those of you who do not know, when Mike starts to talk like this, you know that...
He wants to eat,
Yeah,
right?
he has an agenda. He has a motive, you
No,
see?
fasting.
I mean,
Okay.
and not just joined us, she already knows you.
And I'm fasting. It's not true.
Alright.
Don't mind that. Don't mind your sister.
Guys, we are making jollof spaghetti and asun this morning. And making her debut on the show is Chef Eno, and she'll be doing justice to all of the ingredients right here
Is
on the
asun
table later
well
on.
boiled?
So
Is it okay?
Yes.
Can we ensure?
come on, quick.
No,
If you come here,
I just want to ensure that everything's going
right
to fine
now,
there.
we're just going to wait for our shrimps to cook. And, they're ready. Great. So what's next? Let's explain the process for the stir fry.
Okay. So,
Right now, our shrimps are ready.
our shrimps are
Yeah.
ready, yeah.
What's next? You're
So-
tossing in our vegetables.
Yes, please.
Okay. Okay. So it's jollof spaghetti because we are making use of our tomato
Tomato
paste, which is ready.
Yeah.
You're ready? It's
Yeah.
been cooked already, right?
Yes, yes.
Great. Okay, so here you go.
So we start with the onions.
All right.
That's bell pepper, right?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. I know those things now.
So we are working with a lot of bell peppers this morning. We have
Yeah.
yellow, green, and red. I think basically those are all the major colors
Yes,
for bell
yes,
peppers,
yes,
right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, I mentioned earlier on that if you're working with vegetables, try not to leave them on heat for too long because you still want to get all those nutrients, in them
Intact.
while eating them.
All right, so we'll let the onions boil for fry for some time.
yeah.
I'm not frying the asun.
She said no. She said that earlier on. We are not frying the asun.
Just to double
cooked
check.
already. No, Mike. Okay.
So
All
we'll let
right.
this fry for some time before we add this.
Okay.
Before we add the
So
paste.
once our onions are ready, we're tossing all our vegetables.
Yes,
and
and the
then
paste.
and then our paste.
Yeah.
And then when that is ready, we're just tossing
in
our
the
spaghetti, which is
spaghetti,
boiled
yes,
already
yes,
and
yes,
almost cooked. All right. Great stuff happening here on the show. Pretty excited. For the first time here on the show, we are having our celebrity guest, Uti Nwachukwu. And of course, he's on the couch with Yomi and Titi. Hello, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure MM wishes you were here
Really?
with us.
Really?
I just had to throw that.
Why? Why would you say that? But we are actually quite excited in the studio today. Now, it was while still in university that our next guest got his chance to contest in the next movie star reality show contest. And then it was on to the Big Brother Africa house. Now, the house gave him a lot of exposure and mileage that he needed for his career to take off properly.
Yeah, he's also an actor, a musician, a model, event host, TV host.
TV host,
Yeah.
a TV show too.
Man of many parts.
He's a fashionable individual. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
We
he's got dollars flowing in from
Okay.
different,
Wow.
different angles. So
I think he'll be telling us more about those.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen to that.
Yes.
Dollars, pounds, euros.
Welcome.
Which other currencies?
which other good currency?
Durham.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Wow, you guys, I don't know how you do this every morning.
Like-
well done. I feel like someone strangled my eyeballs and then put it right back in my head.
Yeah, but you're a hard worker.
Yes.
You do a lot of different things, and you do them well.
Thank you. I
So-
just don't do them every day.
Okay, so there are some days you just take off.
Of course.
It
I'm not an everyday.
actually does feel like we see you on something new almost all the time, and then there was a bit of time that you took a little bit of a break. You went abroad for a while. So tell us what you were up to when you took that break.
When I took that break,
Yeah.
I was trying to fire or blow the fire in my distant relationship then.
Oh, really?
So yes, I was trying to get serious.
Okay.
And I was dating someone outside the country. So at that point, I was like, okay, so if we're going to get married, this is not the thing of long distance. We'll come spend 2 weeks, 1 week. I'm like, let's see where this goes.
Okay.
And from spending a lot of time together, we just had no business being a couple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we're just like,
Wow.
you're my gelio, like you're my paddy.
Okay.
You're my paddy. Like, we would have had that sort of relationship where there's no fire, but we would just be like really good friends. We'd have just been really good friends. So, and you know how that works in a relationship. One person starts to feel like, oh, don't I matter to you anymore? Am I not sexy enough? You know?
Okay.
You don't want that. But
Yeah.
anyways, I was trying to do that, and also I got a bit bored with the scene here. I'm the kind of person that gets really bored easily, especially when it feels like imagine going to an amusement park and you go on the same rides every single time. You know, at some point you're like, ah. Okay. So I needed that break, and I needed to refuel, tap into another part of my imaginative spirit, and yeah, I just refilled myself and I came back stronger, bigger, better.
I think one of the things that people are also curious about is how you entered naturally into many different roles. So if you're an event host, you're just doing it naturally, like you've been doing it for years. You know, you're giving all the big guys in the space a run for their money.
Like Yomi,
like you, bro.
Yeah.
Calm down. You know, seriously, giving them a run for their money. You know, you came in 1-2 years, you're already like well known as a great host, not just a host, but a great host. And so people are curious about how this was a natural for you.
For me, right? Yeah. I would have to credit two things. One major thing, my family, my father, my mother, and another thing, satellite TV. Why my father and my mother? Because you know, they were all about small towns. I didn't grow up in Lagos. I grew up in Sapele, Delta State. I was born in Ughelli, and at 11 I moved to Sapele. So when you grow up in a small town like that, there's little or nothing to do. And, you know, I had parents that didn't want us mixing with, like,
bad people.
Bad people, the ruffians, you know. So because of that, we always had things to watch. Like, my dad would fill up the house with, like, classic movies and TV shows. And then I remember when we got a huge-ass satellite dish. Sorry, can I say that?
Yeah, it's too late.
We got it too late now. A big satellite dish. You know when the satellite dishes were, like, larger than life. And then I started to watch a lot of TV. And then we didn't really have a lot of entertainment channels. It was all about CNN and C-SPAN and whatnot. And then you had all those channels where they won't speak English or whatever.
Yeah. But you watched them anyway.
Yeah, I watched them anyways. And so I watched a lot of CNN growing up. I watched a lot of, like, I was always drawn to the entertainment shows. Like when they would do Style with Elsa Clench, or they would do some other shows.
Elsa Clench, this guy goes way back.
Way back.
Elsa Clench, oh my God.
Yeah. So that's how we started. Like, and I started to watch, and then, you know, my brother would bring, and my sisters would bring tapes of American Music Awards.
The Grammys, all of that.
I still see you probably hosting one of these days.
Amen.
But we have to take a quick break, and we will be back.
Uti is still around.
He's around. He's going to be in our game segment today. This is still Wake Up Nigeria. Yes, we're back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. The show is still Wake Up Nigeria.
2 hours gone already.
Yes, indeed. My name is still Titilayo Oyinson.
You had to say that.
Yeah, it just felt like it flowed. It just felt like it flowed.
Yeah, my name is Yomi Okpe. We're on the 3rd hour of Wake Up Nigeria. 2 hours gone already.
Yes, indeed.
And if you have to leave the house this morning, we're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Send in comments.
Yeah, those comments.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Send in those comments, important. Let us know what you thought about Uti. Use the hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
Yes, indeed. And the app is available. The TVC app is available for download on Android and iOS. And that app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world with access to internet, of course.
Yeah. Now, from the streets of Ladylak in Abuja, we are going to be bringing you a hardcore rapper and lyricist, Kida, formerly known as Mercy Obafemi.
Yes, indeed. Then we'll be having a conversation. We'll have a conversation with hip-hop artist, actor, and author Ice Prince a little later on.
Money, but no sabi to shake body. Like I no get money, but you know say na like body scatter the place. If you want play me conny, you know say you don't go funny. If you dey look me for face, you go see say I dey look you for face. Sure you feel my beat, and you dey see us sitting baby. All my guys them G's, and we keep it 110 degrees.
Why is the only me that's dancing? Why is the only me that's dancing?
Because only there's dancing.
Really?
There's no.
I'm still dancing.
There's no reason
Keep
for
the
that
music
one.
playing, yeah. I don't get it.
Oh boy.
I'm the only one feeling the music right now. Really?
So by the way, for the past 2 days, Cyril Ramaphosa has been trending, the president of South Africa, and for good reasons, I must say. This is the first time, almost anywhere, he has exactly half of his cabinet as women, and the big one is that a female opposition leader is also part of that cabinet.
Yeah.
So you can imagine,
That's
say,
amazing.
an APC president, a top PDP bigwig as part of his cabinet.
And his party is fighting against him over that decision right now.
Wow.
Like, man, that guy deserves a statue somewhere. Just for that decision alone.
But you know what? If you've noticed, in other African countries, there are so the presidents or the leaders actually are strategically choosing women to hold important roles. You know, because they are beginning to, recognize, the value women bring
You see, in business,
when it comes to political decisions.
People in
making
business, in
political
ministry have
decisions.
understood this for a very long time.
Yeah.
Some of the most successful men have almost entirely women underneath.
Yeah.
When women run things, man, you get some kind of
Women know how
results.
to.
They know how to run. So,
I mean, look at Chef MM in the Chef Eno in the kitchen.
Just running things there.
Just, you know,
So, but this not.
No, I wasn't saying you guys.
I'm wondering
hang on
what
now.
it's going to be like. I'm wondering what it's going to be like in Nigeria.
Oh, okay, for the cabinet.
Once we can achieve even 1/3 of the cabinet being women.
They will do well before some Chimamanda.
Do you think we can even get
some
up to
Chimamanda daughters come for me?
1/3?
What I'm saying is that
I don't
for
know.
me, I feel like when a man is the head of an agency with a woman, side by side or under him, things work well. Before some Chimamanda will come for me and say, the woman has to calm down.
Yeah, my dad reminded me recently.
Does she have to be under the
CEO
man though? Does she have to be under? Why does it have to be under?
So you see now.
Under.
You don't hear why I say side.
Yes, that's
You see
why
when I
you've
call them
already called me
Chimamanda?
Chimamanda. You've
You see
called me
when I call
Chimamanda.
them-
Yes, let me be the Chimamanda today.
Chimamanda
Under.
daughters.
Why? Beside. Yes.
Oh,
No,
beside-
yes,
beside the man,
Let's
right.
go.
But
As
you
say.
know there can be two captains in a ship, right?
Yeah.
So when you say beside never really works. So there always has to be one boss. So it's got to be the woman or the man. So.
All right. So who's the boss here?
So you want to say something, man? When you say something, man? I mean, when you say
We'll put it
something,
to a vote. We'll put it to a vote.
You put it to a vote.
Recently.
Now, Panchak Zamani, a.k.a. Ice Prince, or as he says in music, Ice Prince Zamani.
Wow.
Now, he is an award-winning hip-hop recording artist, actor, and author.
The release of his single Oleku
Yeah.
brought him to the limelight, and the song has remained one of Nigeria's most remixed songs of all time.
Now, in 2016, he started his own label, Imprint Super Cool Cats, and he was crowned the most streamed African rapper on Spotify with 19 million streams. Wow.
In 2018.
Imagine if you gave me $1 per stream.
Like, really?
And this guy right here.
$19 million. Wow. Woo.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So he's joining us this
Good morning. Good morning. Can I give you guys a hug?
What? Hugs all around.
It feels so good to be
hugs
back
all
here,
around.
you know. You know me, big up, man. You guys look nice.
Oh, you too,
It feels
actually.
good.
Nice one.
I want to say big up to you guys for doing this every morning for us, man. Like, it's so exciting that you actually wake up and entertain everybody. Like Uti said, it's actually not easy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm wearing shades on. You see my eye now, you know that, man.
But you know, it's like you've come a really long way, and we heard last year that you put out a book.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, whoa,
It's
a book?
it's
Like,
amazing.
Let me take my shades off and tell me if I need to put it back on, please.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Sure?
You're fine.
You're good. You're good.
See my boy.
I want to say something about
Yeah.
certain sections of that book that
Yes.
were
Nigerian
very
dream.
emotional for you. You were talking about really, really deep stuff, personal stuff that you hadn't put out, that people didn't even know about friends, personal friends, friends that you lost because you became famous.
True.
Things that happened behind the scenes that, you know, were misrepresented on social media and a lot of things like that. You really, really opened up and bared your mind. Why did you feel you had to do that?
Well, because, you know, my story, I see my story as a very interesting story. I see my story as the Nigerian dream, you know, and for people who actually follow me and people who are inspired by my story or my music or by just the brand Ice Prince Zamani, there are certain things that I feel like I need to teach them through my life. And some of these things, there's only how much I can say on a song. There's only how much you can really act in a movie, you know what I'm saying? But putting it down in the book gives you the opportunity to expand a little bit more and break down the story a bit further, you know. And plus, I am a fan of reading as well. And I want to use this chance to also encourage people my age, my generation, to please pick up books. It sounds like a boring thing to do, but yo, it's not boring if you get into it, you know. I'm a book lover, so I felt like it would be nice to add an author to my name.
How long did it take you to put that book together?
It took us 4 years. And
4 years?
Yes, and I had a co-author. His name is Vange Beggar. If you pick up the book, you see his name on it.
Yeah.
So it took us 4 years to actually put this whole stories together. You know, 4 years because I was always on the road. You know, we always have to sit down at certain times to talk about the story. Sometimes we have to travel. He had to travel to certain places to interview people. We had contributors in the book. So all that, you know, was a process, and it took time.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes it's one of the things that you also discover is that the life of a celebrity is not all rosy. You also let people know, give some people an insight into what people actually go through when you label them a celebrity, because, you know, people have certain expectations. And then when you don't live up to those expectations, they then act disappointed, come at you on social media and stuff like that.
It's definitely not easy to be a celebrity, and especially in this time and age, you know, things are moving really faster than they ever used to, you know what I mean? So to keep up, it's difficult. I'm throwing this jacket on now, you might never see me on it again because, you know, I've worn it already, and it's expensive. It's an expensive lifestyle to keep up with at the end of the day. But I mean, for those of us that are still surviving, for the people that are still surviving, we'll just say thank God. You know, I'm the kind of person that likes to leave everything to God, you know, and I just like to say big up God for protecting some of us and still keeping us, you know, even on a world stage, like we're actually doing amazing stuff, generally, Nigerian music.
So I know you were out of town for a while.
Yeah.
Just the same way Uti was out of town for a while. Was this reflection time, or is the woman involved? Is there some ring that you're keeping in your pocket?
No, actually, you see, my absence from Nigeria for a little bit has mostly been about work. It's not been about, it wasn't about a woman. Uti, that's for you. You know, mine is literally about work. It's okay, so I dropped a record, or I was a part of a project, a record, Particular, you guys,
of course.
excuse me, remember Particular, that actually went around the whole world. And as one of the artists on that song actually took me to a lot of places around the world. You see what I'm saying? So it was hard for me to really be around in Lagos or stay in Nigeria too long. I was always on the move, I was always on the road. So it seemed like Ice is not around. Well, hey, I'm in Slovakia, I'm in Czech, I'm in America, I'm in South Africa, I'm in London, you know, like, I'm on the road trying to promote Nigeria, trying to promote the Nigerian dream.
One of the things that lots of people are saying is that, okay, you know, you put out all these great albums, and I like The Fire as a Mani, by the way.
Thank you,
You know, that was an amazing
It's one of my best.
That Boki song, like, it was just really great. But people are now asking, okay, so when next are we going to hear from Ice? You say you're working on an album
saying
now.
this year, 2019 is the year of music for me. Like, I'm back in the studio. I dropped the first record this year called Feel Good. I feel good, you know. I'm sure you should have caught that vibe with Fino and Fast, the bad guy. I just dropped another one with Mr. Easy called In a Fix. So this year is a year of music for me. I have a lot of music to put out. I intend to put out an album called Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice.
This is the first time I'm actually saying that on live on TV.
Exclusive.
But
Exclusive. Right here, Fire and Ice.
I have an album called Fire and Ice I intend to put out hopefully in November, and I can't wait for my fans to actually get that. I know my fans miss my music, and it's coming, I promise.
Speaking of music, we have a clip for you coming up next.
You know, when I first came to Lagos, I was really like, I was really dark. And people used to call me an aboki.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and you know, I was still fresh. I was fresh from Kaduna, so I still had a lot of Hausa in my mouth. So a lot of things I used to say was mixed.
It's a fresh side, you know, the northern side of Nigeria. Jos, Kaduna, Bauchi, Gombe, it's fresh, man. Like,
that's why anything. I mean, when Chocolate City was at its prime at the time when there were a lot of artists coming from there, it was a great joy for me because when you guys mix your Hausa and the songs, I'm like, man, these guys are taking me back.
Thank you. Big up the northern Nigeria, man.
We have to, go to another break now, but we have our game day. So it's gonna be Uti
and Nwachukwu.
Come through, Uti, pull up.
And Mike and Yomi will be joining them in a game after this break.
Let's do this.
Who's the umpire?
All right, it's time for our game. And yes, I love being the lady in charge today. I'm in control, guys. It's time for charades, or charades, as they say in the US. Charades. In the blue corner, we have the one and only Uti.
The blue.
And backing him up, we have Mike Mizikano. We also have the one and only. Oh, it's Prince of Money.
Yeah. I feel good, you know.
And backing him up is Yummy.
Can you imagine?
My G, we got this.
We're ready. We're ready.
So,
So, you know.
it's very simple. The rules of the game are you need to pick a number between 1 and 9 and try and best describe to your partner what you see on the paper. You're not allowed to speak, but you can demonstrate, describe, use your hands, whatever you need to.
Yeah.
So who's going first?
Let them go first. It's fine.
All right, so
One,
one and
give us one, give us
one.
one.
All right.
So if I pick, I should describe
Yes,
to
you
him.
have to describe it to him.
Without words.
Okay,
Without words.
Okay.
All right.
Without
so,
words.
Better be good at description.
Okay. Wait. All right. Okay.
So, obviously,
All right.
Was this spelled well?
Okay. So
Are we ready?
yes. So you have 45 seconds starting now.
C, peekaboo.
I got it. He actually got it. He actually got it. He
showed
actually
him
got
drugs.
it.
No.
I
Listen.
do one thing. I know it's a charade. I rock a charade. I'm sorry.
All right, guys. You have this. All right.
So we did.
Okay. All right.
As the time is I counting.
Okay.
Don't go too fast.
Okay. So I can't say anything.
You're backing the camera. Come this way.
So I can't say anything.
No, you can't say anything.
Why you tell us short?
45 seconds.
Oh,
starting
go
now.
to your place.
Fly over, jump.
Idea like
Plane, aeroplane, flight,
the time never finished.
staircase,
Oh, wow. We're counting down.
upstairs.
The time I said it now.
It hasn't ended. Go.
No.
8, 7,
Flyover.
6, 5, 4, 3,
What is
2,
this?
1.
Oh God!
Really?
What's that?
Heel is like this.
Really? I don't want to start.
Anthill.
What kind of heel is that? Anthill.
Anthill.
Oh. That's true. Okay, so who's speaking?
All right. So who's?
Am I
no,
picking?
who's speaking?
He's speaking.
Anyone.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So step back.
So you're supposed to tell.
Okay.
Okay. You see,
Oh.
that's a cheat
I
right
didn't see.
there.
I didn't see anything.
No,
though.
he didn't see anything. He
I
wasn't looking.
wasn't even
He wasn't
looking.
looking. All
I
right,
wasn't
go
even
ahead.
looking. I wasn't even looking.
You got it? All right.
Okay.
All right. So start.
Okay.
You need to
All
step
right.
here. You need to step.
Rodeo.
Ah!
Jockey. Horse rider. Horse rider.
Yes.
Okay.
So it is.
Horse rider. Riding.
The time is up.
Horse rider riding to.
7.
Horse
time
rider
is up
riding
now.
to the mountain.
3, 2,
Horse
1.
rider.
No,
It's over. It's all over. It's all over.
Horse rider, right? The horse rider.
Right there.
Yes, no. Yes, they do something. Oh, guys, do something. We will not take it.
I am the umpire. I'm in charge.
It's not the same thing.
I'm in charge.
Scam.
It's still 1.
Okay.
Team
The
blue.
horse rider and the horse is the same.
1. All right.
We got it now.
All right.
Who came up with these words? Damn.
Yeah, they're gonna fail
Okay.
anyway.
What do you have there? All right. Don't back the camera. Don't back the camera.
Yeah. How do I do this?
Oh God, don't try yourself. Don't speak. Don't try
Go
yourself.
ahead.
Okay. I need to see that word again, actually.
Oh, your time has already started.
No.
Your time has started.
I'm sorry. Please, 1 second.
All right.
Let me see that 1 second. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Is a
You can't speak.
Forwards.
good.
Okay. 30 seconds.
The first word.
The time that started cease.
A man. Legs.
He can't say anything.
Walking. A.
You can't
Okay.
spell.
The sky. Cloud.
10,
Up.
9, 8, 7,
The sun.
6, 5,
A world.
4, 3, 2,
A cloud.
1.
Stars, bro.
Stars.
Really?
A star.
Really?
Come back.
Really?
Come back.
A star is
Come back,
born, bro.
A star
We
is
did well.
born.
We've had like 1.5.
Yeah, okay, 1.5. So,
It's so hard.
who is
What
gonna?
kind of words
So
are these?
far,
Next stage.
Yeah.
Right?
All right.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna ask you.
Okay.
Is it?
No. What's all this one now? What's all this one?
Okay.
What kind of flag
What's
is
all
this
this
one?
one?
Okay.
Okay, they haven't seen the question yet.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. All right, let's do
Damn.
this.
You're close.
Ah!
Is it hard?
It's not hard. It's
All
not
right.
hard.
Okay.
Your
Two
45
words.
seconds starts. Okay,
Now.
start it. Go.
2 words. Dig. Shovel. Oh, dig. Second word. Dig phone.
Oh,
Dig light.
20 seconds.
Dig flash. Dig gold.
10 seconds now. How you saying?
Dig silver. Dig bronze.
15 seconds.
Dig gold. Dig gold. Dig golden. Dig gold.
9.
Digger.
8.
Gold digger.
Hey, but somebody whispered it though. One ball like that.
whispered.
One ball like that. One ball like that.
Somebody whispered.
I heard it from here.
Somebody whispered. Somebody
yeah,
whispered.
yeah.
Somebody whispered. I didn't hear
And this is how we went. One like that. Somebody whispered.
Oh yeah, what is
But
this
come
one?
on.
It's okay.
It should be
No problem.
Okay, all right. So this one,
There is gold.
the last one. So
Okay.
let's see if Yomi can get one for the team.
Okay.
All right. All right.
It's
Okay.
One
all right.
One
word.
word. One word.
Yes, one word.
Balling. Ball. Kick. Football. Pitch. Football line. Football players.
Free kick.
15.
Standing.
Boka.
Football and goal.
Wait, hang on.
Shoot. Aim. Gun.
Johnny.
Arsenal.
We got it. All about 3 seconds
Yes,
to go.
indeed.
He got it. But we have to wrap up
All
now.
this
We
were
have
very
to wrap
easy
up
for us.
now.
We have done
So, we have our champions for today. Uti
Really?
and Mike.
Really? We the real champions. We are the real champions.
Wake Up Nigeria continues after this.
Please, those that lost are not eating.
Exactly.
Nice one, you guys.
Those that lost are not eating.
Interesting game there. Congratulations to the winners. All right, so here with me in the kitchen this morning is Chef Eno. And this morning she has made jollof spaghetti with asun, which is ready, guys. As you can see, can't you see this piece of deliciousness staring at you? Look at that. Well done, Eno. All right, so quickly, let's just go through how we came through to this.
Okay, like I said earlier, you fry the oil, you fry the tomato paste, your onions, your veggies, and your that's all. Then you add a little bit of seasoning to it and salt.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes,
basically.
so we're expecting Ice Prince, Zamani, and Nwachukwu to join us in a bit. Of course, for the other hosts of the show, Yomi, Mike, and Titi, they will join us in a bit. But of course, you know how it goes on the show. Our guest gets to taste the food. Only our guests, our special guests. So I can't wait for them to have a taste of the food. Well done, Eno. This really looks delicious. Hey, welcome. Welcome, guys. Yes. And of course, you get rewarded. So please have a seat.
This
Yeah,
place
have a
smells
seat.
so good.
I know, right?
It smells so good.
I know. That's what happens.
Wow. It smells nice. It smells
That's
nice.
what happens when Annie Bibiochi cooks for you. Yeah. I said that. Yeah.
Chef Eno is single.
No, well, no. Yeah. Welcome to the kitchen, guys. Well done on the game segment. So yes, this is Chef Eno. And this morning she's made asun with jollof spaghetti. Yeah, so I'd like you guys to have a taste. This is yours.
This will be a chop.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Dig
Titi didn't tell me that this is how it is.
Yeah, this is how it is.
Wow. I didn't even eat breakfast this morning.
I was smelling shrimp.
But you don't say you go chop when you come here.
Before.
Okay.
I'm going to come this place every morning.
Okay, go ahead. So what do you think? You like it? Oh.
Have you married?
Oh, wow. Wow. That's actually live on air.
I don't mind waking up to this every
Chef
morning.
Oh, wow.
Nice to meet you.
Me too.
Really, really nice to meet you.
Oh,
I'm serious.
nice.
No, on a serious note.
Taste their son as well.
I'm serious. I'm serious.
She put shrimp inside. Damn.
Nice to meet you.
All right. So
Wow.
we're not allowed to say that on air, though.
Guys,
Local TV, not satellite.
Guys, in my
Very true, actually. I'm so sorry.
Only NG,
Where
thank
I'm
you so
from,
much
wait.
for the kitchen accessories and, of course, Fola's Place. We appreciate you for the hairstyling. Thank you so much, yo.
You were saying where you're from.
Where I'm from, I can't eat alone and people will just be watching.
No, we're going to join you. You're definitely going to join.
See, don't forget, so it's camera that's holding us. So it's camera.
We're definitely going to join you,
Wow,
don't worry.
powerful.
Enjoy.
Yes, we do. And it's been great.
It's been a great show. You guys are awesome today.
Yeah.
Good to you and Ice Pizza Man.
Amazing.
I'm sorry, I can't.
We love you. See you Monday
next week.
morning, y'all.
Mwah.
6 a.m.
Guys, thank you. I don't know if that's so before you.